Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. Welcome to, finally, yay, finally,
Woo, woo.
Game 46 of the Small Terrible and a Dragonborn campaign. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is an extra special game. We are playing for the Rainforest Alliance, so you can go to rainforest-alliance.org and see the amazing work that they do. We have been playing all weekend for them. I know a lot of you have been jumping into chat and watching, and just, you find us on the browse pages, so welcome to our little corner of insanity, because this is the OG, the OG game that starts everything. And the reason that we want to do charity games, it's fun. It lets us meet a whole bunch of new people who are playing tabletop role-playing games. Our amazing Ulrin just ran a Starfinder one-shot for us yesterday, where we rammed a spaceship. It was... it was very fun. That was fun. I enjoyed that very much. So it's all available on our Twitch channel. You can see all of those videos. I'm getting the hosted games that we did over the weekend uploaded over the next few days. And also, just a note, we have a giveaway that's live, and if you enter now, you basically will win. So if you want some free shit, I say that, and then what will happen is then a bunch of people go run and enter, and then... I'll hear about it. You go to @terrible_party. It's the pinned tweet. There's a very simple 3-question Google form entry. Please note that not all of the prizes are available outside the United States. So when we draw your name, that's why we need to know what country you're located in, so that we can assign winners to prizes if there are territory restrictions. So there's that. Does anyone have anything? Are you ready to figure out what the hell is going on in Lazina Cove? That was a resounding yes.
We're scared, okay?
No, yes. Don't be scared. Yes. Don't be scared. I promise. I promise.
TPK.
I'm very uncomfortable right now. That's mean. I have an end game for y'all. Come on.
Yeah, you just said it.
You know what? Sorry, that's it, guys. No more party. That's done.
Do we get to fly a spaceship?
Can we go to space?
Yeah.
Space.
It's like a one-shot, right? You drive your characters like a stolen car. Just
totally, yeah. Or if you're in Monster of the Week, a slam van. It's totally fine. Okay, so it's been a while, so let's recap. I just did a recap with these folks, but we'll recap for everyone watching and who catches it live in the VOD. The party has made their way through something called the Well of Souls, and they're chasing after at least one relic of the first world and the original gods. So they fell down a mine and then followed some tunnels and went through the Well of Souls. Well, Volkarr went through the Well of Souls and was just like, okay, here we go. And they have wound up in this place called Lazina Cove. They met a Githzerai druid named Aura. He is searching for his brother and his niece. He decided to tag along with the party as kind of a guide. Lazina Cove is if you can picture like a drow pirate city in a way. It's run by shady characters, and there's criminal gangs, which the group has run into. You can see this battle that just took place in the last episode. There's some of them are hurting. There's some hit points that are missing on some folks. And we will actually, Hazel's going to go back down to her regular form. Look at this art by Elaine. Oh my gosh. Look at the art. It's so great. There's our halfling. Ah! Okay, so I'll just move Tiger Hazel over there. The anvil disappears. You all are breathing hard. And you're in the center of this courtyard, if you can call it that, in the middle of Lazina Cove. Golgoth, your drow barbarian guide, ambassador friend, played by our buddy Anthony, who's at PAX Australia right now. So yay, go Anthony, woo! And you'll notice Julia's not here. She is quite sick, so we're not going to make her try to strain her voice for doing so. We have a couple people, Jaegering, Sid, and Hazel. They were brought to this night tree in the middle of the courtyard, and then they got jumped by some shady characters, killed the shady characters, and now in the aftermath of battle, everything is deadly silent. You do notice that the houses that you were fighting around or on top of, Sid's on a roof, sure. Aura's on a roof, that also happened. Neuraxis is up there. All of the houses have flipped their shutters closed. Everyone's scattered as soon as the fight took place. And in the aftermath, it's just silence. And Golgoth looks around. He's kind of down on one knee. He stands up. Yeah, I hate those guys. Oh man, that was not fun. Is everyone okay? Is everyone alive?
EIlissia will slowly make her way over to Oliver. And the tree.
Yeah, I was about to run over.
I was heading to the tree anyway.
Okay.
How's everybody else doing?
Hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll drop down from the.
Hazel will also drop down from the roof and close
Okay.
up to.
I'll just kind of be like, all right, I need everybody, come on, get close if you're hurt. I'm gonna do a little thing, get ready to heal. It's only gonna be about a minute, so
Okay.
any healing stuff that you got, just get feeling better. And he's gonna kind of just like take a shield and cross his arms and just like look down, and this like sparks and ash just sort of like fly outward and like surround 6 creatures that I choose.
Okay.
Any number of creatures. Sorry, any number. So
Seriously?
yeah. So anybody who needs healing. So.
Oh, nice. Beacon of Hope. That's a damn good spell. And Volkarr just sidles up to all of you and says, I don't need healing, but it feels warm, so I like it. Just
It's about a minute.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
And it's concentration, so everybody can heal, and you heal maximum for whatever you heal.
You can. This would be a good time to roll some hit dice.
Second wind.
Aura has 2 cure wounds left. So he
well,
will.
it's concentration, so I can't.
Yeah, no, he's gonna do as much as he can. So he's gonna slap some cure wounds at
but I do
second
have some
level.
potions.
Yeah, there's potions. You guys have hit dice, so that technically also works under Beacon of Hope.
Oh, yes.
So
We're gonna short rest to listen to the tree.
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
Volkarr
first.
has his Song of Rest. So make sure you add. I just need to look at his sheet real
Oh.
quick.
A 6, I
A
guess.
6.
It's a max.
Add an extra 6 to that. Yeah. So restore. Aura's gonna restore hit points. He gives. Let me look. 10
Check.
to EIlissia.
Thank you.
10 to Sid. So I'll add that back in for her. He's going to go higher level for Hazel. She was at 38, so another 10. Make sure you add 6 in.
So 10 to Hazel too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And that burns what he has. So we're going to heal up. As you all are doing that, and you're just... Golgoth is kind of... He's looking around. He's looting through the bodies just to flip them over. I don't know that one either. Man, where are they getting these guys at? And just... He's moving the bodies off to the side to get them out of the courtyard and away. And that skeleton goes away and pulls this guy down. So he's doing his thing. And I'll take Tiger Hazel off because she shrinks back down to her form. And EIlissia, you're very hurt, and it breaks down a lot of your normal kind of your walls that you build up as a wizard, as a practiced user of the arcane arts. And you hear this, it's almost like a sigh from the tree.
As after Olrin is done casting a spell, EIlissia will step up the tree as close as possible and just sit down kind of the same way she did back in with the fake not OG memory tree.
Yeah, I metagamed
yeah.
with the players just a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
with the other tree that I'm trying to like recreate what she did back then.
So you had stood in the memory ward, it feels like an age ago when this all happened. And you had watched the little motes of light dance around. And you'd sat down in front of the tree in the memory ward in Singorn. And had focused. And you'd made a very high intelligence saving throw. So I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me, please.
And I have... Oh. Ooh.
Wait, do you have any portents before?
No, I used them
Right.
all up.
Yeah, they're burned.
That was only a 14 because I rolled a 4.
14.
Is the minute over with by then? Or... oh well, it doesn't matter. It's only a 4. Never mind.
You can just keep anyone who needs to heal, because I know Sid is gonna burn some.
Hazel is burning 4 hit dice because that was the hit die, you use full of the dice and then plus con modifier, right?
Yeah,
The full.
So
You use the full. It's the full healing, so it'd be your
Full
con
healing
modifier and whatever your
plus
hit
con.
dice is.
plus whatever your D for you, it's a D6, so you'd be 6 plus.
Yeah,
your
but
con
for
modifier.
Hazel's
Hazel's
10.
D8. Oh, D10.
plus
D10.
Is it
2.
D10?
It's a D10.
Oh, it's a D10.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah, she's a beast, literally.
Oh yeah, Blood Hunter. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, higher level blood hunters, man.
If you're gonna do blood spells, you probably need a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be yours. Nowhere is that in the rules.
I mean, everybody likes their own brand, though, right? You're just more familiar with it, like.
Don't rest in peace,
Yikes.
Molly. Okay. Oh gosh. Yeah, there's this. It's like a wave over you, and you all, as you're standing around and you're patching yourselves up. You watch Alicia's hair, that blue that had shown up in her hair, start to cascade down her shoulders, and it's like a wave. It's like an ocean wave that just starts to move down her body. And Neuraxis and Ulrin, with your passive perception and the fact that Volkarr is right there, he looks over at Elijah, and he looks over at all of you, and he goes, that's weird. And he just drops through the ground. And disappears.
Wait,
That's weird.
Like through a hole, or like
Yeah.
like
the ground just cracks open underneath him, and he drops down.
I run over and I just start like digging through the dirt and like trying like with my hammer in my hands, just like the fuck. And yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just start scrabbling in the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Norex is like scooping with his shield, like, nope.
Neuraxis, as soon as you move, the Shadowfell book falls out of your pack.
Oh no. That's important. Can't leave that on the
It's
floor.
open. It's open to a new page. And there's a new chapter that's being written in it.
Elijah, it's doing the thing again.
She can't hear you. Elijah, you are somewhere else. Your focus hasn't settled yet. You feel like you're bouncing between, you feel like a ping pong ball, like you're just being bounced around. Your mind is kind of all over the place. And Neuraxis, as you see her eyes start to glow blue a little bit, the writing in the book just says, "The Bard of the Rock has been claimed."
By who? By who? He's like, well, oh
And
god.
below it is a symbol you've seen before, etched in dirt. when you were running through the maze of Ralashaz. 2 eyes with several pointed stars all around them. Elijah, you don't know any of this is happening.
No.
Nope. Something brushes over your face, and you reach up to touch your cheek, and it's wet. And you can smell briny seawater. And you just hear in the back of your head, "Show them, child of the ocean. Buoyed by the dying power of Saloon, my sister, I need you to show them." It's very eerie, Oren, to watch her all of a sudden stand up like she's being puppeteered, pulled up by her shoulders to stand on her 2 feet. And she turns to all of you, and this tidal wave pushes everyone out. So I'm going to need everybody except for
Counterspell.
EIlissia to... You can try.
I was just
You can try. I don't know.
I rolled a 1.
I need everyone to make a strength saving throw except for EIlissia.
Yay.
I'm going to roll for Golgoth. That was a
I'm
natural
Strength
1.
saving?
Not you. Yeah, everyone else. Strength saving.
No, I'm rolling for Hazel.
For Hazel, yeah. Strength saving throw. To not get swept away. Aura gets pushed.
Right. Is it
Golgoth
just a
gets pushed and hits this house.
No, I have advantage on
Haze.
strength saves. Thank you, helmet.
Oh, Hazel.
Oh
Not a hybrid,
no.
so she gets nothing. So that's a 13.
Oof. Okay, Hazel gets pushed.
Where
Good
is
thing
it?
she's back to hit points.
No damage. Just
Save.
pushed.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Oh my, what is happening?
The second one should say Sid rather than
These
you
are
again.
bad rolls.
Yeah.
I rolled all my
It was-
20s yesterday when I was
Yeah, you did.
fighting the starship.
Neuraxis, you go flying this way. Ulrin goes
Oh, God.
flying this way. What did Sid get?
Sid is the 12.
No,
14 was
you.
me.
No one passed this. It's bad. Okay, so no damage, but you all start to feel like you're being drowned.
I'm sorry.
And as you kind of come to, EIlissia, I have a new spell for you.
It's called Betrayal.
Drown your friends.
Horrible.
Drown your friends.
It is in your journal. Secret. It's called Maelstrom.
Oh. Where is my... There it is.
Where's the journal? So this is a level 5 evocation spell. It's concentration up to a minute, and you form a mass of 5-foot deep water, and it swirls in a 30-foot radius on a point that you can see within range. The point has to be on the ground or in a body of water. Until the spell ends, the area is difficult terrain, and any creature that starts its turn here must succeed on a strength saving throw or take 66 bludgeoning damage and be pulled 10 feet toward the center of your spell. In releasing this energy, you have instantly learned this spell. It is permanently written in your spellbook.
Nice.
Okay. And it's just... Volkar's just gone.
Wait, but he'd already...
He's gone. So
Yeah.
we just want to, out of game, mention very quickly that Volkarr has had to step away from the campaign for a little bit. We love and adore our Volkarr, our amazing bard, but he has to do what works for him right now. So narratively, I had to write with him. I worked with him to write him out of the story. For now, he may come back later. We don't know. So for right now, Volkarr, I will just tell my players, Volkarr is unreachable until you make your way to Celestian's gift. Normally I wouldn't metagame like that, but it isn't a necessity right now. So. Alright. EIlissia, restore all your hit points, please. You get all of your hit points back.
Oh. But I used my hit dice.
Damn it!
God.
That's all right.
So inefficient. Oh no.
You'll get them. You'll get them back.
I know.
You restore your max HP goes up to 75.
Oh, that's nice.
Glass cannon, no more, baby.
I'm still. Well,
it's better.
It's better,
She's more in range with all of you.
but well, do my hit points now go up to 75 or just 65, which was my
75.
previous max?
Take your full. Yeah. You're full up. Your gas tank is full.
Hey.
Not your spell
I can be
slots,
hit
but
once.
you just when you shake loose and you turn around and Volkar's gone and all of your friends have been scattered like pinata candy all over.
And I have no memory of what happened.
All
I just know
you know is what you were told.
Yeah.
And
Hey guys.
Just Nareg's just like striding and pointing at you, like, okay, now I am damp and I am angry. It's just like,
Why? Why are you wet?
what did you do?
I sat down next to the tree.
No.
Oh,
Look,
I hear
look.
some things.
He's like pointing, like, look at where everyone is. Do the math. You're good at math.
I am damp. I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on that. Ulrin, the only thing that is really bothering you about this is that when she...
The moisture.
Well, it stinks. It's
Oh,
not great.
Oh no.
You smell like
It's-
seawater and fish. But it eerily looked like how you felt when you cast Dispel Magic down in the Delacrane Vault.
Okay.
Like you were being puppeted by something.
Ooh.
Thunderbirds, I'll go.
Okay.
So,
Can
Golgoth's gonna come this way. I'll just move him.
I like try and rack my brain and see if I can like remember if that was the Allhammer or the Raven Queen or somebody trying to like show me my powers or like my actual powers or
Yeah. Make an intelligence check for me. You know what? Your wisdom's way higher. You're a cleric. Make a wisdom check. Yeah. Just a smidge. Why not?
19.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure by this point the pieces are starting to align. You're pretty sure that the Raven Queen was the messenger of that, but the power came from the Allhammer. Or did it?
Okay.
Did it come from the Allhammer, or did it originate from Fortubo? Before you ever knew his name, you're starting to wonder. All right.
Take 20 psychic damage. Prone.
From ow, my brain! God,
Ears.
Too much information.
you just start bleeding. You just start a nosebleed. Oh God,
this
what?
is like learning vector calculus.
Oh, no.
No.
Golgoth, he just walks over to all of you. Okay, so that was cool what you did, but at the same time, ow, I hit a house.
I'm sorry?
No, it's okay. I just got a little bit of a bump back. It's totally fine. I would probably say not stay here because the red blades are gonna come back for those guys. And points at the dead bodies.
That are all conveniently swept into a garden.
Oh no!
Yeah, did they move?
No, Golgoth moved them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not going to make bodies float. That's gross.
Sure.
And this is coming from the DM who decided to flay people into more falls. So
Oh yeah,
And
the
make a
flesh
skin
Kigurumi.
I'm deeply self-aware only later. Only after the fact. So Golgoth brings over what was on the attackers. They had their weapons, a couple of coins. There really wasn't much there, but he knows that they don't really rely on written communication, so lest someone find it and use it. But he fully expects that one of their commanders will probably come back for the bodies, so he recommends leaving the courtyard. He says, wait, didn't you have wasn't there another dwarf? Where'd he go?
Wait, yeah, where's Volkarr?
Yeah, he.
Right. And he's like, I need to borrow the scrying ball. He's doing grabby hands at Elijah. I need gimme. Okay. Come on, dwarf.
Okay. Just Neuraxis just doesn't even hesitate, and just your vision shoots out of your body.
Yep.
And you hit a stone wall. It is this, not obelisk, but massive raw rock with veins of black and gold shooting through it like marble, right? And in the center of it, almost at eye line with you, is this roughly carved circle. And there are strange runes and bits of language that you recognize as Necrol, but you can't read it because you're not proficient in that language. And all you get is this, it's a door, but it's locked. And he's somewhere past that door. He's been taken.
He just blinks again, and the color comes back into his eyes. That's new. It just hands the orb back. He's behind a door, stone, with the squiggles from the book. I have a headache.
It's fair.
That is not my fault.
He's been, I don't know, captured, borrowed, I don't... I don't like that.
Alright. So, what would you all like to do? Golgoth can take you back to the Fireside Newt to rest. He is still your emissary for your time in Lazina Cove. He's at your disposal.
I want to show Elijah the book from when she was...
I think we
splashing.
should probably go somewhere else. I think we need some more private that we can discuss things that are happening. We don't want to be caught in the middle of unknown places.
Remember, that's the symbol.
Yeah.
I mean, we probably don't want a cookie mansion right here, because they're going to come here at some point. We might want to go somewhere, and then...
Hazel just has the cookie mention I was like, oh, not here? Okay.
No.
We miss you, Julia.
man.
Feel better.
We miss you.
Feel better.
I like to think the sphere thing for it is actually like becomes the door handle. She's just got a doorknob in her hand.
That's cool. You know, I wrote the Cookie Mansion into my guide for Tabernacle's Global Emporium. Just maybe don't read the artifacts section or you'll all spoil yourselves.
Not yet.
Well, we'll see.
Damn.
Well, I mean, the info for some of the stuff that you have is obviously known, but there are a few other things that aren't. Anyways, continue. Or he rushes over after he kind of like shakes his robes out. He says, I wouldn't mind going actually back to the inn, because while you all were resting last night, I went around and was asking about my brother, and I think maybe I know where he's at.
Your brother.
Yeah, remember
you haven't mentioned.
Yeah, he did. His brother and his niece. He lost track of them when their village was burned by the myconoids.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right.
And he's been looking for them ever since, and he hasn't been able. Sounds like he's got info.
Oh. All right. Yeah. Let's
Okay.
let's
So
regroup there.
Yeah, you'll regroup there. Okay. So I'll move you all back to the Lazina Cove. Okay. So Golgoth takes you. He's got a head on a swivel, kind of, to just make sure that no more red blades are coming out of any alleys or anything. But you don't see anybody, and nothing happens, and you manage to make your way back into the fireside newt. It's late in the day, so people are getting their drink on. Most people don't pay a ton of attention to you. The few people who have seen you are like, oh yeah, outsiders. Okay, we've seen them before, and go back to their rosewater ale, which is neither water nor ale nor flavored with rose. So it's just what it's called. The only drink that the fireside newt has. They have one food specialty and one drink, and that's it. Okay, so your rooms are there, and you can get back up into those. They're adjoining rooms with a door between them, and you can form up back there. Golgoth leaves you to it. He says, I'll be downstairs having a drink. If you decide you want some company later, just let me know. And he heads out, and Aura sits down on the bed and just kind of is waiting for all of you.
Right, book. And he just like digs
Book.
hands it to Elijah, like, you book. Like,
And I start reading the
Okay.
new pages.
Yeah.
And it's just what
It's just
nothing new.
that heading.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Oh, I take that back. The heading, and then when you turn the page, there's a stone door that's drawn. It has a hold on, I have a drawing of it. I don't have a digital copy, so I have to show it to you. I can take a picture of it later, but I actually have this. It looks like that.
Ooh.
With Necrol around it as well.
does that look the same as the actual door?
Yeah. Yep. It looks exactly like
hey.
it.
That's where our dwarf is. He's
Yep.
tapping on the page.
That's good to know, like, the specifics of where he is, but like we have no idea where he is. Should I try cast a sending to him? See if I can contact.
I mean, the flying eye bounced off
Fair
that door
point.
pretty hard.
Fair point.
You can try.
I can try. I have spell slots left.
Wait, do you have your read all languages thing?
Yeah.
Can you read Goth? Is that a whatever it's called? Sorry.
You read God.
I cast read God.
It took me a minute to catch that.
I know what I mean.
Top tip:
Read Goth.
always learn to read Goth. Actually, the person who stole Volkarr is Taliesin, Jaffe. That's just everyone's
Oh, no.
Goth god.
The triangle. Oh.
Oh god, the pyramid. Oh no. It's up to you.
But yeah,
I will not stop you from trying to do anything.
I will try to use my third eye to read the Goth.
I hate you all.
I know
Oh
what
my
I
God.
meant.
I love it. That's amazing. I can't believe I never thought of that. Okay, so the third eye. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. Sure.
I don't.
However you would like. And you look down at the page. You've seen enough necrol pieces and parts to be able to make out that these are necromantic symbols, but you do not get the sense off of them that they are necessarily evil, that they are warding, that they're written that way to keep something back. I did not look at chat recently. What the fuck?
What happened?
No, all of you in Discord. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, it's some kind of
right.
of incredibly complicated warding spell. The comprehension of it for you is like staring into the galaxy and trying to make sense of it. It's very old. Primal in a way. EIlissia, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
I will try.
There is a... Okay, give me it. Not good.
10?
Not good! Okay.
Not good.
Not good. You
My
watch
dice are failing me.
EIlissia just get... It's like someone hits her square in the face. And she falls backwards and collapses on the floor. And foam starts to form in the corners of her mouth. And EIlissia, I will show you this, because again, I don't have it digitally. Thank you to the amazing writers of Into the Weird and Wild for this. All you see is this face.
Oh.
Ew.
Ew. Not amazing drawing, but...
And you realize instantly those are the same eyes in that symbol in the book. But she is now seizing on the floor.
I'll run over and try and stabilize her. I don't know if I need a spell or if I could just like
you
medicine.
You can try a medicine check.
Norax is making the same like Ulrin downed party member as he was book EIlissia. It's like, this is a you thing.
The Shadowfell book, Noraxis, catches on fire.
No. This is important. Ow, 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 ow.
Make a, what's your medicine check, Ulrin?
Hold on.
No
Roll
worries.
20s.
Being a butt.
Being
Being a butt. Roll 20 is a butt sometimes.
Alright, medicine.
Yep, you're good. Also, hi to everyone watching. Welcome to the Small, Terrible, and Dragonborn party. This is a
23.
2-year campaign. Woo, baby! 23. Yeah, you know exactly what to do. She's having a grand mal seizure. She is like, so you know how to stabilize her. You settle her head so she doesn't smack her head anymore into the floorboards, and she just has to ride it out. It takes a couple of minutes, but eventually, EIlissia, you kind of come to and wake up, and Ulrin he's got his hands on either side of your head just to make sure you don't slam your head around.
This is not my day.
Noraxis, the book is on fire.
Oh god. I'm looking at my spells. Chill touch isn't actually cold, so I'm like,
I'm gonna chill touch
I
the
have something
book.
cold, but...
no, but, well, actually, wait, prestidigitation puts out fires.
Oh my god, sure.
Doesn't it? Does it? Oh my god, where is it?
I don't think it does, but
I know you can light fires.
you can
with
light
it.
fires. I don't know if you can extinguish.
Oh, you can light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire. Is this too big?
No, it would be considered a small campfire, sure.
Okay, it's just like, uh-oh.
Okay, so it goes out. You're gonna take 6 fire damage just from putting your hands. I mean, it fireballed itself in your hands.
Yeah.
It is soot and ash now.
Oh.
And the minute you touch it again, it just crumbles apart.
Oh.
You've had that since the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh no!
That was our go-to book.
They broke my book.
Oh.
I'm gonna kill that door.
That door's dead.
Elijah will just relay the information about the face.
Okay.
And now that they're alone, she will also relay the information that she got from the tree. And ask, does anyone have any idea what I'm supposed to show them?
Just as a reminder.
Yeah.
I'll take a
That's
picture
so
of it for
cool.
you all later. It's cool as shit.
Yeah.
If y'all don't have this book, I highly recommend it. This is freaking amazing.
What book is that?
Into the Weird and Wild. By Charles Avery.
Charles Avery.
It's cool as shit. Not sponsored in any way. I just happen to freaking love that book.
Yeah.
Is it about weird and wild?
Yes. And sometimes even odd things. It's not in the
No.
title. And bears.
No, I don't like that. Weird and wild, that's okay. But bears, I draw the
That's
line.
that's like an actual thing that could happen.
It's cool as shit.
Yeah,
I know.
that's
I
too
don't like
real.
it. That's too real. Not in my fantasy game, god damn it. Okay, so all of that information goes back. Aura is just round-eyed staring at all of you. He's kind of pushed himself up on one bed. The bed's against the wall. He's got his back on the wall, and he's just, if it's okay, I'm just gonna stay over here. Does this
That's
stuff
odd.
happen all the time? Like books catching on fire and such?
Unfortunately, quite often.
Oh, okay. He's just staring at all of you. Let me know when you want me to tell you about what I found out. I'll just be over here.
Just like they're actually having like a full like arms folded, like grumpy. Just,
My book.
hate it.
Aw. So, what's the plan?
Tell us what you learned, little man. He just like looks at him like.
Okay, yeah, he's got his arms around his knees, his knees pulled up to his chin. He's okay. Well, so I know a few people who live in Lazina Cove, or they stay here, or whatever. And one guy told me that he'd seen some Githzerai use Stone Shaft Hold, the old dwarven fortress I told you about. I don't know if you remember, but it's okay if you don't. It's up the coast a little ways. It's like a 2-day journey. We used to do trade. It was like an old trade route. We used to sell our cloth and stuff that we made there. It makes sense that they're there because they know it. But if there are a bunch of Githzerai there, maybe they're using it as like a hideout until they can figure out what to do. That's all I know. But it's more of a lead than I've gotten before. I'm gonna go. I wouldn't ask you to go with me, but I just wanted you to know that I'll probably be taking off in the morning.
Is that on the way? No, that we need to go like
No.
inland.
Let me,
right? And it's,
yeah,
like, on
let
the
me move
coast.
you back to that so that you can kind of see. So you're way down at the bottom of the map here at Lazina Cove. Stone Shaft Hold. It's more than a couple of days. It's probably a week. Sorry about that. I was thinking of the wrong thing. Up the coast directly, past the Sharn lands.
But still, on the way. I mean, it's
If you
north.
go that way and then divert north, you could get to the Fardrim. He says, I typically would walk it, but I think we should get steeders.
Oh, no. No.
Yes!
No me gusta.
Yes!
What's that? You don't have vehicles land?
Oh, yes. I'm so happy right now.
I don't want that.
I'm so happy right now. You have no idea. I knew it as soon as I said it.
All
I
right.
mean, they're trained.
Guess I'm gonna have to go gray face for this game. Be a freaking underdwarf.
Whoa, whoa! Now is that like racially insensitive?
Oh,
Are you allowed to say that?
oh my
Yes,
God.
it is.
Wow.
And I don't care.
I mean, there's a Steeder, like, not a salesman, but basically he runs or sells them out. Probably could figure that out. I think it's actually the dock master, technically. Or we could take a ship. I don't know anything about ships, though, other than my rowboat.
Captain. Oh, Captain.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the voice.
No
I
one
tried.
can do Sid, I know. Yes, darling, what do you want?
Yes.
I know, I just can't do it. I know, I don't have it. But Sid says...
We miss you, Julia.
I will miss you, Julia. Sid looks at the map and kind of calculates how far it would be. It says, if we're going north, though, over land, what are we going to do with the ship afterwards? We don't even... Has anyone stopped to think about how we get out of here?
We don't have time. They have Volkarr.
You don't even know where's this door.
Wait, do I have?
No.
I mean, I could get some people out. I have considered this.
Okay. I figured someone's been trying to figure... Because you don't know where you are.
No.
Yep, I hope you're ready to get banished home.
I think before we go home, we need to get Celestian's gift, and Hazel agrees.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole...
Reason we're here.
Well, that's how it started, yeah. I see a kitty. Ease, kitty. This is uncharted, unknown territory for all of you, so how you choose to proceed is completely up to you. I was able to guide you previously a little bit, but...
Noraxis will vote. Will vote with speed. Like danger
Yeah.
we can handle. Speed feels like go here, get the thing, save Volkarr, get back, save Ellie. Like we just need to like power. But other people probably have more sensible ideas than just blast through the problem.
in typical Noraxis fashion.
Yep.
Elisha will actually agree with you in this. Speed over what's wise. Well,
Will they have Steeders at the hold? He like looks at the gift.
No. It was a dwarven fortress, so Steeders are going to be the best way for land because they don't need a lot of rest and they can find their own food. So you don't have to carry any food, and they're really fast.
Faster than a ship.
If you run them fast enough, yeah.
And they'll make up the difference when we use them across the land later.
Well, and they can fight, so if you run into trouble, they defend themselves.
I think we'll be fine. It's like, please.
Yeah, but still having some extra fighting power would just help battles go faster.
He just points at Hazel. Like
we have a tiger.
We can ride Hazel.
No, that's not what I meant.
Hazel goes,
that's a good idea.
I can carry a couple of people as long as it's not people in armor.
Damn it.
I
Well, we'll meet you guys there.
So
I could haste you again.
Oh, no,
For
God,
now.
not this again.
I can give you the stat block later because I have to do a little adjustment to it. But basically, a steeder can move 60 feet in a round. They're fast.
That's good.
They're pretty fast.
Good.
They're considered a large beast, and they're basically a giant insect. Think like a combination between a cockroach and a spider.
Ooh, gross.
Yeah, they're gross. They're amazing, and it's only the females that are used as mounts because the males are much smaller and unpredictable, where the females are more warlike.
Okay.
So they're trainable as mounts. He says you could probably get them from the dockmaster. He it's not like a steeder farm. That feels like a weird thing to say, but basically he knows the guy who
Ranch.
Yeah, you know. His name is sorry, I lost my his name's Zodak. It's a half orc.
Oh.
So, yeah, he probably could. And that's the other thing too. I don't even know if there is a ship that you could find here. Mostly, it's just little fishing boats and rowboats to get you around the cove. But it might be worth asking him in the morning.
Right. Okay.
Stable master. That's the word I was looking for. God damn it. It's been a long weekend. By the game tonight, I'm just going to be a gibbering mess. Like, I don't know, just go fight some stuff. It's fine. Jeez. Okay.
Throwing XP at people.
Just take it. Just take it. I don't want it anymore. I'm kidding. So, yeah. What would you all like to do?
I feel bad sleeping while Volkar's in peril, but I feel like we need sleep.
We need sleep.
Okay. So you go to rest for the evening. Are you trusting that it's safe, or is anyone setting up a watch?
I think for the first time in a long time, Naraxis won't sleep in the dream-proof sleeping bag.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Alexa's gonna pass out and sleep the entire time.
Fair. All right. So off to bed you go. Aura says, I don't know if this will help, but sometimes I used to do this when I was feeling kind of adrift or like things were weird, and he casts little fairy lights to just kind of hang in the air for a little bit. He says they'll fade after a while, but I used to do it for my daughter, and yeah. So you all go to bed with these little sparkling, like little yellow, they look like little fireflies. All right. Nothing happens in the night. You're all just plotzed out is from the fight the previous day, and you wake up in the morning, and Aura gets up and straightens his stuff and says, all right, so you want to go talk to Zodak?
Yes.
Meow.
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 Please be quiet.
Don't worry about it. It's a kitty. He says, okay, so I'll take you over to the dockmaster then. He leads you out, and dockmaster is right on the edge of the water there. And you see this big, gruff-looking half-orc, heavily scarred in various places, thick arms, wearing 2 sabers, one on each hip. And he's got long, grown-out tusks that look like you'd not want that guy to headbutt you at all. Short hair shorn on one side. And he... Golgoth, been a while. Don't you owe me money from our last card game? What are you doing, you old bastard? Golgoth just goes, oh yeah, sorry about that. Don't worry about it. What do you need? What's... too much ale. What do you want? What's going on? New people. Oh, strange people. Outsiders. Hey. What can I do for you?
Oh, wait. Volkar's not here to negotiate.
Nope.
Okay. We would like some steeders. Enough to transport all of these good people, except not the dark, not Golgoth. Not that he's not good people, just that he's not coming with us. Not because we don't like him, but...
Golgoth goes, no, it's okay, I understand. I'm just making sure that you need everything you have everything you... Yeah, that, while you're in Lazina Cove. I'm just here to help.
We have a long way to go, and not a lot of time to go it.
Steeders, yeah, hey, Gerzit, get your ass out of here! And it takes a minute, and you hear this thump, and then a lizard folk. First one you've seen. You can kind of see similarities between this guy and a dragonborn, particularly Neuraxis in his current form, unless you're disguised.
Yes, I am.
You're disguised. Well, as you know,
Yeah.
what Neuraxis looks like in his transmuted, changed form. So lizard folk, but think like a what are they in Skyrim? An Argon. The lizard people, right? So he's got almost like little frills on the top of his head, and off on his jaw a little bit, and long clawed fingers, and he comes out. He says, yeah, what do you need? So they, have this exchange of information. Yeah, Steeders, so you're gonna need, so the little ones can have their own Steeder. So that's one for the dwarf, one for the big guy, one for the, is that a turtle? How many is that?
4. Wait.
One for the little ones. One for the... I'm confused. Just tell me how many you need.
The little one, the dwarf. Oh.
Oh, dwarf, singular. And then
Turtle.
one for Aura,
Me.
so it would be 5.
And then,
And
yes,
Aura
5.
will pay for his own. He says, alright, they're 50 gold each. And they're yours. You gotta watch them. They get feisty at night. So if you don't let them loose to go hunt when you make camp, they will raid your camp. So just
We can check the gold. We can check the gold without Ulrin to control spending.
So yeah, it would be 200 gold for the 4. And then Aura has you could see him, he's like rummaging through his pockets, looking for the last few pieces of gold to hand over. Says, alright, so here's what you do. And he walks you over to the stable, and you can hear them before you see them. You hear this chittering noise. This... And they look like they have the body of a spider. 8 legs, and this weird, like, antennaed head, like a cockroach. And they are quite large. So they're considered large beasts. So they don't really... I've had people ask me before if they need names. It's a Steeder. She's gonna run you where you need to go. She's gonna go hunt and find her own food, and then she comes back in the morning. Just don't name them, because then you get attached, and your 50 gold doesn't guarantee that. So, anyways. Here you go. Pick your ones out that you want.
I need the tallest one. That's my only problem.
Oh, yeah, there's that one back there, and he points, and it looks like... Neuraxis, I think you'll enjoy this. It basically looks like a black widow spider. Black with the red on the body. That one. She's the biggest one. She was the former queen. And now she's been supplanted by another one.
And Okay, then probably something stout for Ulrin, because in all the
Yep.
all that metal work.
That one over there. Brown with this, like, mottled gray-blue stripes along the sides of its body. And then you need one for the gift, so there's one for him, and then do you want a smaller one for the little ones?
Just like looks at them like.
Well,
because at some point, if you get too big, then they know they're carrying a light load, and they get a little feisty.
we can deal with feisty, but maybe
Yeah, as long as it will keep up with the.
Oh,
the
yeah,
rest.
yeah. Oh, so
Yeah.
small and fast? Because I can do small and fast.
small and fast sounds good.
Small and fast, you got it. So yours, Neuraxis, yeah, she's got one kid left, and it's that one over there, and it looks like a smaller version of the one Neuraxis has.
Oh,
So you're matchy, I guess. Sure.
It's like looks at Hazel when they've got matching steeders, and there's like a tiny high five. Yeah.
He shows you how to put the saddles on them. Gets EIlissia and Hazel a 2-seater saddle. Says, now, here's the thing. You need to... Now, come on closer, because they need to get to know you. So you all are going to have to make an animal handling check.
Can Hazel take
Hazel
ours
needs to
or
do that. Yes, I would...
No, yeah, I was going to say, can Hazel do it,
Yeah.
or do both have to do it?
No, Hazel. Whoever's going to steer.
Hazel.
Hazel, yeah, I figured.
Will
And
vehicles land help at all?
I take, should. We'll let Ulrin get caught up here. Kitty!
Kitty.
Kitty!
Kitty.
Kitty!
Sorry.
No, you're all
Why is
good.
that
We're
the-
making,
The massed chant.
you all have gotten your steeders. I need you, Ulrin, everyone needs to make an animal handling check to be introduced to their new mount.
Aw. But I wanted to go.
Didn't we ride goats before?
That's Hazel, not me.
Okay,
14.
okay.
Oh yeah, right.
Or
animal
20 if she
handling.
gets advantage for being an half animal.
Animal
Not
handling
half,
for
but-
Sid. Oh god, not great.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
My vehicles land is much better than animal handling. but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. Okay.
It's fine.
The-
One is to steer, one is to get to know them.
Right. So the steeders, for the most part, are they're actually surprisingly docile when they're dealing with you. The one in front of Sid, not super sure about Sid at first. It takes a minute. But eventually they come to an accord. I really would have only done anything if someone had rolled like below a 5. These are trained mounts. They're not going to buck and do that. Gerzit does warn you that basically if you run across danger, he goes, you probably will, because welcome to the abyss. What I would do is I wouldn't fight mounted, because the steeder is going to do what the steeder wants to do, which is probably climb up in a tree, try to knock the tree over if you're in a treed area, because they like to knock trees over onto their prey. For a real life example, think of like an elephant. When they headbutt trees to knock them over, it's kind of like that.
I'm just imagining EIlissia on top of a tree.
Oh god.
That's pretty good, actually. Says now he gives you the basics of them. So the steeder can climb difficult surfaces, including go upside down on ceilings like a spider. They don't need to make an ability check to do that. They can leap up to 90 feet vertically or horizontally.
Jeez.
Oh, shit.
So if you run across large gaps you need to jump, use the Steeder. They can bite. It does 1d8 piercing damage, and their fangs have acid in them. So it's a 2d8 there. And they have something called Sticky Leg that allows them to actually grapple a creature, medium or smaller size, and force them basically where they want them. I'll give you all the stats on that later. He says, if you get into trouble, just dismount and let the Steeder do what the Steeder's gonna do. So they have an AC of 14 and they have 50 hit points. So it is my own little take on a Steeder, because normally they're not quite as strong or as fast, but these are Underdark, technically, Steeders. Underdark Abyss First World Steeders. Yeah, they're a little scary.
They're a brand, is that?
They're interesting, yeah. They're the OG, remember? Everything here is the OG. All right, so you have your Steeders. You've been able to go ahead and get on your mounts. And Aura says, so are we headed to Stoneshaft?
Yep, and then we'll cut in from there, I guess. It's like looking at everyone.
Yeah, that
Sounds good.
all right. I appreciate you all going with me, because you didn't have to. So if I can find my brother and my niece, that would be amazing.
I'm more than happy to help.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're heroes. It's in the contract somewhere.
All right. So it takes a couple of minutes to kind of get used to steering the Steeder. There is a rein. It has a bit in its beaked mouth, and you can steer it. And it is not like riding a horse or a camel. These things almost glide over the ground. Their legs move in tandem so quickly, the trees just start rushing past you. And Golgoth goes, "Bye, see me later if you come back through Lazina Cove." So you know the way out. Aura can lead you. He knows the area around Lazina Cove within probably a 20 or 30 mile radius. And past that, he's never been to that section of this world. So for the first day, you're on a pretty well-trodden path. And then as night begins to descend, from what you can kind of tell what night looks like here, because there's only a moon. 2 moons. You ride through the day. Does anyone want to do anything while you're riding? Have Hazel make a perception check for me, because she always takes that lead.
Does she?
Yeah, she always takes the lead when you guys are traveling.
She's got an advantage with it.
She's got advantage.
Senses
Yep.
and stuff.
Yeah, it's her blood.
I was like,
yeah, she has like super spidey scent. Natural 20. Okay. Yep.
and natural 20.
And a natural 20. There we go. Perfect. The only thing that you see, because you're in the landscape quickly changes from rocky coast to forest, and you can see up ahead this vast forest area. Aura does tell you when you all stop for a break that is the Sharnlands, and it's a very ancient forest, and he recommends not tarrying there. So he says we could probably get to the edge of it by nightfall if you want to make camp, but I wouldn't rest there. If we can avoid that, that's probably a good idea. I've heard weird stories about stuff that lives there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I guess we'll trust the locals, right? We don't.
Yeah.
Okay. This area that you're in, you have approached this, because you can, to explain it, there's basically a large cliff up ahead of you, and there's a path through the cliff, and then past that is the forest. It's almost like a weird natural entranceway to the forest edge. So we can, I can show it to you. we can make camp anywhere. I think through here, probably higher ground would be good.
Can't we? Yeah.
Do you all have? I'm assuming you all have like tents and stuff, right?
Can't we use the mansion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we have tents.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess you're welcome to.
I'm saying that because he doesn't know anything about a cookie mansion. Like, he
Yeah, I
has
was
no.
kind of like.
Just remember that he has no idea what you're talking about. So I'm just gonna put you all on the map here. And your steeders are with. Yeah, like, what are you gonna do with your steeders? He did tell you to set them loose.
Yeah, we're supposed to let them roam, right?
And they'll come back. Yeah.
I'm gonna kiss mine on the head.
On its little cockroach head.
Be like,
okay.
And then speak something in Dwarven to it, because.
Oh, interesting. All right.
And be like, all right, you be a good boy. I love you, or girl.
It's a girl.
Actually, yeah,
they're all
girl,
females.
Right?
They're all females.
Yeah. All right, sweet girl, you be good, and you come back. All right, I've got some good treats for you. Would I know what they eat? Did they tell me what they eat?
They are carnivores.
Yeah.
All right, so I pull out some meat, some like rations, some of the jerky and stuff that I have.
Okay.
And I'll like hold it down under its like weird chitinous mouth.
Beaked, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'll be like, okay.
Okay.
Love you.
Make an animal handling check. Do it with advantage. They are like straining. They're wanting to go. They're trained.
Hazel will set ours free.
Okay, it shoots past all of you and then turns and waits for the rest. It looks like they formed their own little herd at this point. 24. Okay. Yeah, it gobbles it up and then makes this weird little chittering noise, headbutts you, and runs off with the rest of them.
Love you. Grow up so fast. Oh.
And for flavor, yours is like a mottled brown and it has blue stripes along its body.
Aw. Cute.
Spider body, cockroach head, weird beaked, chitinous mandible mouth. They're scary. I don't like them. Huge bulbous spider butt, just like, oh gosh.
Oh yeah, she thick.
It's a thorax. What were you expecting?
Stop.
Don't talk about her butt like that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Neuraxis looks like a black widow spider, so there you go.
Yeah.
All right, so like, they head off, and Aura starts to like get his camping supplies out. So where high ground? What do you think?
Yeah, high ground. Maybe hold off on the.
Oh,
Hazel will just take out the stone and do the ritual.
You have to say the magic words.
Go cookie mansion?
Yeah.
And nothing happens.
Hazel's just gonna look defeated and try again and again, and EIliss's just gonna be like, I think it's the magic fucking up place thing.
As night falls here, you notice a gathering of that lavender light suffusing this entire area. Anyone with spell casting, I need you to roll a d20 plus your spell casting ability modifier, please.
My dice are cursed. I'm just saying that's
okay.
A 10.
So what?
15.
You roll what?
A d20 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
Plus your spell attack bonus?
Yes.
Or your...
Spell attack bonus or spell casting ability modifier?
Oh no, sorry. Spell casting ability modifier. So whatever your casting is, it would be that modifier for that stat.
Okay.
10?
10.
11. Oh,
shit.
God. Oh, wait, and Sid. Green die.
Natural 20 plus 5.
Okay.
Since it's much better.
Or is fine. He's used to this, though.
That's with charisma, right? So 21 for Sid.
Okay. Ulrin and Sid, you feel a little funny. Just, like, tired. Which makes sense. You don't feel any different, really, though. EIlissia and Neuraxis. Let me look at my notes here. Okay. The next spell that you cast, because you're both under a 15, the next spell that you cast will go off as planned. As long as you hit, right? Depending on the spell. It's not like your spell's not going to fizzle. But you get the sense that you're going to take retribution for casting it.
Okay.
So. And when we get to that, it's only going to be for one spell. You all didn't get below a certain number, so. Alright, so the mansion doesn't work. And the stone just kind of rolls, and Hazel has to go pick it up and sadly holds it out.
I hate this place.
Same.
Yeah, that's fair. Oris says, so, camp?
Yeah.
Camp.
Yep.
Which side?
We'll have to actually get the tents out of the bag of holding. Oh my god, how long have they been in there?
A while.
Like...
Okay, so the tents come out. Yeah, you guys bought those forever ago. Which side of the cliff do you want to be up on?
Wait, which bit is the higher ground? Is it the extreme edges of the high valley?
So the valley you're in right now, and there are cliff edges on either side that you could get up on. Pretty easily. It would put you about 10 feet up above the ground. But Aura definitely doesn't want to camp in the valley. So which side would you like?
Do we just want to follow his lead?
Yeah, he was going to go over here near these mushrooms and camp there. So he unfolds his tent and gets that set up. You all have 3 tents, I believe?
Yes.
I think so. I think so, yep.
Ah!
Yeah! Alright, so, whoa, too big. Calm down. So,
Giga tent.
Yeah, giga tent. Massive tent. So you all can set your tents up. Do you want to go like in a semicircle, or how do you want to do that setup?
Wait, arrow, that will work. Is there a way up, like here, or is it like if we put the back of the semicircle towards this hill?
Yeah, you could do that.
This is a difficult thing to get up.
Not difficult, although it would certainly make stealth difficult if someone were trying to sneak up on you. There you go. Okay, so
Yep.
Aura kind of adjusts his and do that, and it's like never have your back to the door kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. And adjust your tents in a way that makes sense to do that. And he leans down and he says, so, fire, no fire? What would you like? Because I can make one.
Are there things that like fire here?
I'll be honest, I'm not completely sure. You might attract some animals if you light it, but I don't really know. This is further basically than I've really ever been. So if you're wanting to stay low, then I would say just no fire and post guard, and yeah. The Steeders will come back in about 8 or 9 hours when they're done finding things to eat.
Fire and a watch, right? Like hot meal, warm bed, like.
Yeah, he'll do whatever is necessary. He's used to roughing it, quote unquote, which you all are not. You spoiled children with your mansion. That doesn't work now. So yeah, he starts puttering around and he starts pulling out some mushrooms and says, "I can make a soup and can go from there." Okay, I'm gonna make a soup, and he starts building a little fire and just enough to cook on. He says, "I'll put it out when it's done." And I need to find my little. Where's my little fire? There we go.
So actually, okay, how are we splitting the tents? Because we haven't had to do this in a long time. Like, who is bunking with who? Are we doing one big, one little? Are we doing, like, how are we...
Oh, yeah, there's one more. I forgot.
Yeah.
I think they're just like individual tents, right?
They hold 2 people.
Yeah, there are 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because we had 3.
You have
between
3.
all of us.
Yeah.
Maybe a small one, not the small ones together in a tent, because that would be like annoying. Like you would have a lot of space while the bigger ones have less. So
Sid just walks into a tent and says, "Anybody who wants in with mine can come in." And just claims one.
Just like look down, fist bump Hazel, and walk to a tent. Like,
okay.
but who's keeping watches?
Yeah, you need to establish watch, so we'll do 3 watches.
oh, that is true.
Yep.
Do we want to do it? Wait, do we just do it by tents? Is it Sid and Aura, Elijah and Ulrin, and
Yeah.
that's
Sounds good
probably a
to
good
me.
idea because then you're not
Me.
disturbing people, like waking
Yeah.
them in a tent where other people are sleeping.
Okay.
Because no one's ever done that to me.
Yeah, not ever, right? So who wants to take first watch then?
We can take first watch, Ulrin, or
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we'll take first.
The 2
watch,
of you?
that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then second? And Aura can help too.
Aura and Sid can take.
Yeah,
Aura and Sid.
You want
Okay.
Aura and Sid second?
Okay.
Actually, yeah, because if Araxis goes last, then the effort of getting up and putting armor on will be sorted for the day.
Oh, yeah.
Understood. Okay, that makes sense. Meow.
Yeah.
All right.
Tom, what's going on?
Okay, so first watch. Are you all gonna stay put? Are you going to walk perimeter? How would you like to do that?
Elisha's gonna stay put.
Stay put. Okay.
What Ulrin wants to do.
Yeah, I'll kind of just stay close by, like maybe within 15 or 20 feet or so. Not too far, but I do kind of want to just get an idea of like perimeter, just kind of every now and then get up and go walk around, just make sure nothing's like coming up around us and stuff.
Okay, that sounds good. I need you both to make perception checks, please.
Five.
17.
17 and 5. Okay. Elijah. Nah, that whole door, Shadowfell book burning weirdness that is this area really has your mind preoccupied. Ulrin, you do your perimeter sweeps every now and then. There's a few, you can see some bioluminescent mushrooms off in the distance. Every now and then, you're pretty sure you hear a steeder out there making a noise or two. So they're not too far, it seems like. They haven't gone too far away from you. But you don't hear anything that sets you off. And your watch passes.
Cool.
Alright, so next would be Aura and Sid, right?
Yes.
Okay, so perception. I'll roll for Aura, and if someone will roll for Sid, please.
Yep.
Aura is going to do a perimeter.
23.
Okay, and
I think Sid like sits for a bit and then gets antsy and has a wander and then sits down again.
that makes
like-
sense. That sounds about right. Aura got an 18. He at one point is like, yeah, that sounds like a steeder hunting party. I think they found something. And you hear this like weird little triumphant call. It's like a combination between a crow and a weird chittering noise. I think they found something they really like, so they're gonna be super antsy in the morning, probably. And then Sid at one point swears, and she just kind of, it's almost like this really cold wind brushes over her, and when she spins, there's nothing there. But nothing else happens. And the second watch passes. Alright, third watch. Our Neuraxis and Hazel?
Yep.
Okay. So, same thing. Perception checks for me.
Hazel got a natural 20.
Damn!
No, Jesus. Okay. That is perception. 14.
Okay. Neuraxis, it's just eerie here, and you feel that weird energy from the Phasress kind of, it's almost like it's sliding along your skin and your scales, and at some point you swear you feel a hand grab at the back of your cloak, but there's nothing there. It's making you antsy. Hazel sits up. You just see her pop up all of a sudden and go, there's something here. It smells like rot. Like dead things.
Close or?
No, it's on the wind. But we should probably wake up the others.
Okay. Snaps the axe out.
Okay.
Goes.
She goes around and she wakes up Ulrin and EIlissia first. If you want to get Aura and Sid.
Yeah, we'll grab Sid first and then.
Okay. And from down in the valley, in this canyon, close to the edge of the forest, pebbles at your feet start to vibrate. And you hear these heavy footfalls. Sounds like it's coming your direction. And Hazel is like, she's got Hunter's Fury out. She says, hide. Everyone hide. Everyone hide.
We put the campfire out? Right?
Yeah, oh yeah, it was long out, yeah. Aura had put it out. He'd only used it for cooking. Aura ducks this way behind the tent and has his quarterstaff out. You have a round to scatter.
Or
do whatever it is you decide to do. Yep.
It's not prepared.
Because she rolled a natural 20, so it did not sneak up on all of you.
It's gonna take more than a round, so no.
Oh, nice, we've not finished the long rest. Okay, in that case...
Some of you have.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah.
Okay. Orin, what you doing?
I'm hiding.
Where?
Can I hide? No.
I don't know, behind a rock, I guess.
There is...
Can I hide
Yeah, there's a boulder there. Yes, EIlissia, those mushrooms are probably 15 feet tall.
I have a lot. I'm hiding under this shorter mushrooms then.
It's kind of like using a tree for cover. It'd be the same concept.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would have 3/4 cover with that mushroom. It's a thin stalk, but this huge bulbous mushroom head.
Hazel's probably doing something similar, I'm guessing.
Hazel is, I would say Hazel's probably going to lay on the ground with Hunter's Fury out so she can take point right here.
Yeah.
Neuraxis, what do you want to do?
I'll see Ulrin go down and just,
Okay.
Scramble down to sort of shadow him.
So there's a cliff edge here that you could duck around for cover. There are boulders here. As long as it takes up the bulk of a square or on the grid, it would be a boulder that you could hide behind for cover.
Is it coming from like over
Yes,
here?
It's coming from this direction. Yep.
Yeah, I'll like get up the other side with him.
Okay. So you all have taken position. Where does Sid want to go? Sid's not the type to hide, so...
No. And actually, would that work? Because if she's just, like, stood in the way of the tent so she can just step out and throw things.
Yeah,
and step
that
back
would
behind
that
the
would
tent.
be... Yeah, that could work. Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, just like
So
in
this-
the doorway of the tent with a
Those
staff.
footfalls just keep coming your direction. And with it, you hear this... and the sound of smaller feet scrabbling. From your vantage point, from Hazel, Neuraxis, and Ulrin's vantage point, make one more perception check. Give Hazel advantage with her superior senses. So you can maybe get an idea of what this thing is. Oh,
8 and 10.
okay.
25.
25. Neuraxis?
19.
19. Ulrin, it looks to be 20 feet tall, maybe. Massive arms, thick trunk-like legs, and not a head that you can tell, but some kind of glowing orb in the middle of the top of where its head would be. And with it comes and Neuraxis, you pick this up, the pervasive scent of rot.
Blech. Blech.
It is now within 60 feet of you, so that puts it off the map. But I should be able to draw out a little bit more of a grid here for you. So let me increase that grid some. So hopefully that's enough. And then, so from Ulrin, oh, I did that just right. You can see this creature now, and it has these claw hook-like arms. And it is huge. And with it come these little sentient mushrooms. In almost a flying V formation. It is within 60 feet. It does not know you are where you are. It knows you're here. Because it didn't do well on its perception check.
Hmm.
And it is sending, you watch it point a hooked arm out, and these little guys start to flank out in various directions. The valley's there, so let me draw that line for the valley here real quick. So that would be like so it kind of goes this way and curves up along this way. And then this is all cliff here. To give you an idea. And they start to, this one you see, it walks just right up the cliff like it's not even there. This one moves closer. Nope. Still doesn't, its weird shell bark-like head is swiveling, trying to sense where you are. And these guys start to move closer.
Where are my spells?
He's up the cliff. This one moves this direction. This one continues to move. And this thing moves. And spots you, Ulrin.
Yay.
And so we're going to go into initiative
Can
at that
I-
point.
oh.
Yeah, you can fire one thing off if you want to fire something
Alright,
off.
cool.
But then
I'm
we'll-
going to... Let me...
It's That's all right.
I'm going to cast Wall of Fire.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Because I know how to handle myconids. And I fucking hate them because they killed the one that I love.
Well, wait, but we know
Well,
that she's...
That's fair, though.
Well,
Okay,
in my mind.
so dex save, right? Does it hit everybody?
Yeah, I need to draw the
line.
I guess it's hold up, let me.
Okay.
So I create a wall of fire on a solid surface within range. You can make the wall up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick.
Oof.
Or a ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick. The wall is opaque and lasts for the duration.
Okay.
On the wall appear each creature within its area must make a dex save throw.
A dex
or it
save.
takes
Okay.
5d8 fire damage, or half as much on a successful.
Okay. Alright.
One side of the wall selected by me when I cast a spell deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. A creature takes the same damage when it enters. Okay, so I'm going to.
My audio's
So
not
it's
working. Okay.
how long is it?
So dex save. I'll roll those. Fail.
60 feet long. Okay.
Natural 20 on this one. Dex save. Huh, that's funny. Got lucky. Okay, so fail on the big guy. Natural 1 on this one. He's gonna get double damage. That is a 23 on that one. So, 2 fails up top. A natural 20 on this guy. The big guy failed. He's going to take double damage, and there was a success here. So, not great for them. Oof. All right. So, let me look at the... what's the total damage?
It should be on there. So, it is 23 plus 8. So 31 fire damage total, and then if you succeed on the save, it's half. And then any creature who tries to pass through it also takes that.
Okay, so 31. Oof, that one hurt that guy bad. Alright, 31. Math. Okay. Oh, that makes that a little bit easier. Half on a save, you said?
Yeah, half on a save.
So 15. Okay.
So 15 on a save.
Got it.
Fire damage.
Fire damage. Okay. Math. Got it. Okay. And oof. Yeah, the one that failed its save with a nat 1 is just the flames just all up on it, and you hear it scream. It's horrifying. It's a horrifying noise. All right, so we are going to then go into initiative. Yay! A fight! Woo! I need battle music. My music is not working. It's being dumb. Why is my music not working? Come on! I need something. Okay, we're gonna do that. Alright, so... And of course, these little guys all act on the same turn. I will put Aura into the lineup. Alright. So many stats. That wasn't... Okay, that's not terrible. He's doing okay.
I can't see Hazel or...
Okay, hold on. Hazel's in. There you go.
Yep.
Yep, there we go. So this thing is considered a huge creature if you need to know for the sake of spells. That is a. Oh, we got numbers just like. Look at that. What is that? What is that? Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. All right. So what the heck? What are these initiative rolls? All right. Dex versus Dex. Okay, so Aura just barely has a higher Dex than these creatures, so he is actually going to act first. He looks at all of you and says, "Oh, I hate these things. I hate these things." And remember, he was attacked by myconoids, so I am actually going to roll a sanity check for him. No, he can't. He actually cowers and runs back into the tent, hyperventilating, having essentially a massive panic attack. Okay. So, that is his turn. He is freaking out. Rightfully so. So these little guys go next. How fast do they move? Not fast. Okay. This one is up on the cliff. Yeah. And sees you. He moves.
So the first time he goes
Double.
through
Right.
the fire, he takes the damage.
And what was that? Is that the 8?
It was 31.
He takes the full? Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't... It's interesting when you watch them run through the wall of fire because they don't seem to... They know it's happening to them. They know they're on fire, but they also don't seem to care. It's like they're single-minded on their goal. It is deeply eerie. So... This is not working, which is fine. Alright. So he's going to take that damage, which he's not thrilled about, but, you know. Bring it on yourself. This one is going to stay with its buddy, and this one is going to run this direction towards where everyone else is, and he also takes that damage. Okay. Ulrin, this on fire myconid runs at you, arms swinging. It has arms. Creepy as hell. And on fire, burning. You can smell burning mushroom and like old dirt and rot. And it's just, oh, it's disgusting. It actually hunkers down. You watch it, and then it shoots up, and these spores pop off of the top of its head. I need you and Neuraxis to make Constitution saving throws.
Are these poisoned?
It is... Yes, this one is.
Or 22.
Okay.
Green Dragonborn, come on.
Thank you, Alicia.
Constitution.
Just
18.
remembered.
Yep.
18 total.
18 total. Okay. Yeah, you managed to just shake off. These spores land on you almost like pollen or like from a cottonwood tree, and they stick to you, and you can feel it sizzle through your skin and your hair, and you can hear it try to go eat through your armor. You are going to take half damage, but you're not considered poisoned. So that is going to be 3 points of poison damage to each of you.
Halved again from being poison resistant.
Yep, so 1. This one over by Aura is going to do the same thing to him, but these spores, you guys can't really see this, but they're a different color, and you watch them hit Aura. Let me see if he can actually make this. It's not a high con save. I say that, and then I rolled a 5. So no. And you don't know what happens because you can't see him. So something has happened over there. All right, so that's their turn. These other two are going to stay with this big guy. It is now Hazel's turn.
Hazel will use Hunter's Fury. That's the name of the
Yes.
crossbow, right?
Yes, it is.
Can she attack twice with that, or do we deal with loathing? I never remember.
You don't have to worry about that with the crossbow.
Okay.
Yep.
Then she's gonna attack twice with that.
Okay.
So first attack is a 24.
What is she hitting?
The giant one. I
The
forgot to
big
mention.
one. No, it's okay.
The big one.
That will hit. Yes.
Yeah. And that is 1d10. That's 16 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then she's hitting again. A 30 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, that's only 10 piercing.
Okay.
Only.
10. All right.
Only.
Only. Yeah, really. When those two bolts hit this thing, you watch spores fly off of its body.
Ooh.
Yeah, it seems to have had a reaction to that.
I'm sorry, Julia. I don't know all of your shit.
You're
yet,
okay.
so-
No. We're doing the best we can. I'm actually going to refresh my Roll20 because some of my stuff just locked up. So give me just a second here. Is she going to stay put kind of in her like little archery pose?
She's gonna stay there for now.
Okay. Yeah, my Roll20 just like lost its mind.
Yeah.
That was weird. It brought up my other game, not the game I was just in. What the heck?
That's weird.
That's weird. All right, I'll give it. It'll be there. There we go. That's better. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Weird.
I
Freaking
think
Roll20.
that's
Okay.
all she's gonna do this round.
Okay. Yes, something just happened.
Because it
with
takes
my
an action to
Roll20.
turn, right? I know this.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yep, it does take a full action to turn. Let me see if some of this actually works now. Oh, look at that. Jeez. All right, let's do this. Okay. Is that the end of her turn then?
That's the end of her turn.
Beautiful. This thing is going to use one of its legendary actions to... You watch its claws go out and clack together in this rhythm, and the myconoids all start stomping their feet to the same rhythm. And they begin to sing this weird, eerie little song. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw as the song of the myconoids begins to fill the canyon with this
18.
Okay.
Math.
16 for Lorexus and
Ooh. 13 for Hazel.
Okay.
14 for Sid.
Okay.
15 for EIlissia.
Okay. Who all got under a 17? Because that's a fail.
Not me.
Lorexus
Both
and
of
Sid.
mine.
Holy shit. Okay.
No, it's 15. Yeah, 15. So.
Okay. You all are considered charmed by this creature. This is not a standard charm. So you can make the save, remake the save at the end of your turn, but on your turn, you have been commanded. If there is an ally within 5 feet of you, you have to attack them.
Give them a kiss. Damn it.
If there's an ally within 5 feet, otherwise, you have to begin walking the opposite direction of this large creature. You have to start walking back out of the valley the way you came at your full speed. So if you can't attack, you will use your action to go double speed to walk in that direction. All right. That is the end of... That's the legendary action for that creature, which means that we are at Sid's turn.
Who will go 60 feet with a dash?
60 feet with a dash. Not to... Obviously not to hurt herself, but to begin walking. You just zombie-like, you watch Sid turn and begin walking in the opposite direction of, well, the couple of you who are not charmed. The one of you who is not charmed.
Wait, am I the only one that's not charmed?
You are the only one who is not charmed.
God damn.
Is it
Yep.
wisdom again at the end of a turn?
Wisdom at the end of the turn, yes.
Oh,
The DC is 17.
Nope.
Okay, so Sid continues to be charmed. EIlissia, same thing. You are not within 5 feet. You begin walking.
Which direction?
The
do I
same
walk
direction
this way?
Sid goes.
Okay.
You can get down the cliff. Again, it's not to hurt yourself. And all you know, and Sid would be having the same experience, all you know is that your goal is to get to Stone Shaft Hold. That is where you are headed.
There, and then remake the save.
Okay.
And I don't trust my dice.
And you are not walking the path that you were on the road. You feel like you're being pulled to a different path to the fort.
Fail.
Okay, fail. Yep. This creature moves up, knows who it has charmed, and Ulrin is going to make 2 slam attacks against you. It's going to just bring its fists down on top of your head.
It is standing in the wall, hopefully.
Yeah, it passes through the wall. Again, it doesn't seem to really register it. It does, kind of, but at the same time, it is also on a single-minded path. Let me get my pencil going here. So 31. Math. Okay. Okay, I mean, it took it, but... that is a 28 to hit on the first one.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Just a little bit. And then only a 17 on the second one.
That'll miss.
Okay, so the first one you're going to take some bludgeoning damage. I need you to make a strength save because it is trying to knock you into the ground like Looney Tunes style.
Fine. 10.
You go prone. And you take 10 bludgeoning damage. Okay.
All right.
That is its turn. Neuraxis. No ally within 5 feet.
Nope.
So you move 60 feet with...
100 feet with the
100 feet, that's right. 100 feet with the helmet.
Oh, God. Wait, how many was
You're
that?
going to be off map, so I will give you some more grid here.
Jesus.
Right, 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh my
20,
gosh.
Yeah, we'll also need more grid for
Yeah, we're going to need more grid.
75.
Oh god.
Yeah, I need another 25 feet.
Oh god. All right, hold on. All right, so let's just do this.
5.
Oh god. All right. I just need to pick up everybody. I need to like pick up everyone and move you all. Hopefully this works appropriately. And then move the map. So you all are going to be like off grid here. All right. So that's okay. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Oh god. We've never had to do this. I think we did once. Oh my god. All right. And the valley kind of ends where you're at, Neuraxis, so you're just walking back the path, and you're being told to turn north. So you will begin moving kind of in a northwestern direction this way.
Okay.
Okay. And your companions will be doing the same thing. Make your wisdom save again for me.
No, I won't.
I'm going to use Dark One's own luck as well,
Alright.
and hope that the D10 makes the difference. No, wait, that's 12. That's 10. That's 12. Oh, maybe. Wait, where's the dots? 20 total.
20 total, that will save. You just all of a sudden you realize that you're back the way you came. And EIlissia and Sid look like zombies.
Thank you, sweet dark gods. That's...
All right. You are now immune to the song of the Myconoids, and Ulrin, you are too. So you can't have this happen to you again for 24 hours.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. Okay. So that will be your turn. Ulrin.
Okay. Myconids. Yeah. Fun. I love this.
Super fun.
Oh, he ended his turn in the wall of fire, so he takes 31.
Yep.
Or well, at the start of his turn. I
Okay.
think it's at the start of his turn. Never mind. So, but at the start of his turn,
All
he takes
good.
31. All right. What should I do? I will. Big mushroom thing in front of me.
With a massive orb pearl looking thing in its head, yeah.
Does it look like it's undead? Does it feel like it's undead? Do I know if it's undead?
Make a religion check. Make a cleric check. Religion check.
21.
Mm-hmm. Not fully undead. There's definitely something plant-like going on, but there is a notion of undead to this creature. And that it also includes the smaller ones around it.
I'm gonna cast my bonus, or as a bonus action, I'll cast spiritual weapon, or I clicked the wrong one.
Spiritual weapon?
Yes.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon. Sorry, not magic weapon.
Where would you like the anvil to go?
Like right there.
Okay.
Like in between those, yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, I'll give you control of that, and there you go.
And so it's gonna attack the myconid that's right in front of me.
Okay.
And it for a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
All right. And it will do 9 force damage.
Okay. It's not happy about that. The anvil hits it, and you watch part of its body just fall off. It just loses one of its little mushroom heads, and it rears back in pain and fear at this point. It looks very hurt.
And I will use I'll hit it with my attack. 17 to hit.
The mycodid or the big one?
The small one.
The little
first.
one. Okay, yeah, 17 hits.
Take out the for 11 damage, bludgeoning damage, and then 11 fire damage.
Okay, it goes down. It goes down. You turn half of it into paste, and the other part of it just melts away from your fire damage. And you watch the one behind it that's cornered by your spiritual weapon start to almost like release spores nervously and start to kind of move around like it's not sure what it should be doing.
I ate. And then for can I use my movement too now that one's dead?
You can. The big one will try to smash you. Well, you're prone, remember.
Well, Yeah, that's what I was gonna use half my movement to stand up. Like I used half my movement to stand up
Okay.
before I attacked, but I was gonna use the rest of it to
Yeah.
kind of like skirt around this big boy.
Yeah, depending on which way you want to move, because it has a reach.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna try and disengage from it. I just want to try and like scoot around.
Understood. Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Is there like a? Can I get like over there? Like squeeze around the rocks or
yes, you should be able to do that. I would say that you only have half your movement is
half my movements would be like 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, so you're gonna lose 5 because of the rocky terrain.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could move another 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Staring this thing down as it hulks over you.
Right by his foot and just like, oh.
The smell is so bad.
Bruh.
It
Athlete's
is.
foot.
The smell is terrible.
That'll be my turn.
Okay, so we are back at the top of the round. Aura is out of commission. This guy's dead. These little guys, now that they see, let me see if they're smart enough to figure that out. Yep. Realize that they don't have enemies too much around them, and instead is just going to, this guy is going to move back here, slide down the hill, and try to punch you with its weird little arms, Auron.
Good.
So we'll see if it can do that. That's a 21 to hit.
That misses.
Ah, shit. So it just whiffs. It was trying to like punch you in the sternum, and it just can't get there. These two are going to stay back with its companion and just move up that direction and not move through the wall of fire because it saw what happened. The one by Aura moves over here near Hazel, and that is their turn. Hazel is going to move. Her speed doubled in the same direction as Sid and Hazel. Or
She's
Sid
fast.
and EIlissia, sorry.
So
She is fast.
70 feet.
70 feet. Yep. Okay. And then she can remake that wisdom save.
Please. Roll good. She made it. What's the 75? That's a 25.
25, that'll do it. Hazel also kind of shakes it off in Norax as you see her come to out of her zombie-like trance, and then she realizes where she's at and spins around and goes, I thought we were fighting.
We are.
You were. Sid, same thing. A dash.
Yep.
Yep.
30 and 30.
Okay, and then the save.
Yeah.
Meow.
Wisdom.
Oh, nope. She continues on her path wherever she's being led. At that point where she's at, she'll start to turn northwest.
To go.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so EIlissia
Will also move.
move. I'm weirdly pleased with myself right now that this is happening. Only because I usually can't catch you all like this.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
All right.
Thank you, because I'm gonna fail this.
Don't you have a portent roll?
Didn't need it.
Hey, you made it. Okay, same thing.
Yeah, I had portent roll, but I wanted to.
You spin around and you see Sid is still walking, but Noraxis and Hazel seem to have come to.
Oh, I'm still in rage.
Shut up.
I'm still in rage.
Oh my gosh. All right. This thing is called a Jukenrotter.
A what?
A Jukenrotter.
Jukenrotter.
Yeah, it's fun. Is going to try to grapple you, Ulrun. Just try to pick you up in one of its massive pincher claws. So I need you to make an athletics check. It's contested athletics against this creature as it tries to grab at you. Well, 12. It rolled a 15. So it picks you up in its pincher.
Whee!
And is going to throw you.
Oh, fuck. Eat me, please. I don't want to fly.
You're going to
Make the
fly,
bad man fly.
straight into the cliff.
Fuck.
So you're going to land right over here if you want to move your token. He can throw up to 40 feet.
Over where?
Not that guy. Wrong guy. I can't pick you up, but right here.
Okay.
Right here on that square. And you're going to hit the cliff. You can try to reduce the damage by making an acrobatics check.
Can I use my shield to reduce the damage?
Yes, you may.
Like, kind of impose my shield in front of it and, like, take the blow?
Yes, so add a +4.
To
your acrobatics check.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Alright.
Given the shield, I will add that in.
+4.
Yes. Oh. My God.
Yeah, it didn't work.
That's bad. Oh my God. Okay.
So I hit the wall.
So that was you hit the wall hard, and you were actually going to be stunned.
Yay.
So, let me give you the damage. Because that was a very hard throw. That is 22 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are stunned for a round.
22 points?
Yep.
Of bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm. I did take the fire damage off of on this guy. And he is going
31.
to stomp forward and continue his path. All right, Neuraxis.
Ooh, what's going to be better? Do I try and...
Might have to start getting creative, y'all.
Yeah, I got pretty creative. Okay.
Think about it.
Have a plan.
I
Have a
Made a
plan.
wall.
I know what he would do. He will go and help Sid. It's like, shake it. Come back, tell.
Okay. So she would get advantage on that next save then.
Yep.
Okay.
Help action.
Perfect.
No.
Wake up! All right.
Actually, do it. I don't think heroism. No. Does heroism do anything with wisdom, or is it just against? Oh no, it's just against frightened. Ignore me.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, you're good. Okay. All right. Ulrun, you are stunned.
Yeah, so what's that? Am I just, like, my turn?
So I think your
stunned,
turn is
or-
just blasted. Yeah, I think you're condition
just being
stunned.
dazed.
Yes, I always have to look this one
Okay.
up. You are incapacitated and
Then
can't move. You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws, and attack rolls against you have advantage.
Oh, it's like the
Okay.
monk thing.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Incapacitated.
And then-
You can't take actions or reactions.
Alright, so
Yep.
it's just my turn.
Yep. All right.
Cool. So I
Aura's-
stand up and just kind of, like, shake it off and get the dust
Yeah.
off of me.
At the end
and
of your
just
turn,
like,
you just kind of you're drooling a little bit. Yeah. Your head's ringing. You're gonna have a nasty bump. Aura is out. Okay, so these guys have been commanded to move, so they're going to take that damage and die.
Yay.
This one doesn't, though. He's still alive. These continue to move up along their path. He's going to jump down. That is their turn. Hazel is awake and now immune to the song of the Myconoids. So would Hazel like to do?
Thinking.
Yep. No, you're good. You're good. I could see it. I could literally see the thinking.
Okay. Let's first use the bonus action to activate Crimson Rite.
Okay.
So that will decrease the max hit point, but I need to find out how much it is because I haven't done this in a while.
No, you're okay. That's all right. You all are doing a stellar job Jaegering our beloved Julia's PCs.
So the Ride of the Storm.
Okay.
We're thinking this time.
Okay. Ride of the Storm adds lightning damage to her crossbow bolts and her claw strikes.
Yeah. I just need to figure out how much I need to take off from her hit points. I think that's the hit point.
Rite of the Storm. I never remember this either. I know, and
I don't remember it.
I hear it all the time, but
yeah, character level. That it is.
Character level. There we go. Okay.
There we go. So minus 12.
Okay.
There, and then is it just 1d4? Or is it more than that? It's more than that. Yeah. I found it. Okay. So first, try to hit twice with the bow. Bow, yeah.
Who is she aiming at?
Still the big guy.
The big guy. Got it.
Because it's the most dangerous one.
Oh no, that's fair. That's very fair.
First hit is a 32.
That'll hit.
I think that'll hit.
Just a little.
And a little. And it's a 1d8 extra.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 17 points of piercing, with 4 of them being storm or thunder. What it is.
Okay. It is not immune to that, so okay.
Yep. And the second hit is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah.
It's a big target.
And that is 18, with 7 being the storm part.
Got it. Okay.
And
the crossbow bolts hit, and the more spores fly out.
Before all that happened, she moved closer. I just forgot that part.
Oh yeah, no, you're okay. You're fine. You can move.
She's moved full speed.
Full speed. Okay.
Full speed, using all her movement, and then
fired. Okay, got it. All right. Sid is still walking.
Please let the help be enough.
So move her speed.
Yep. She starts going.
She's going northwest.
Like,
yeah.
Diagonally.
Yep, she starts going this direction.
Okay.
So that 60 will actually put her right at the edge of the map. Jesus. All right.
Oh god, I need to scroll up.
I know, this map is getting ridiculous. I had a feeling this was going to happen.
So where was it?
Up toward the corner, yeah. And I will just, I'll continue to kind of move us down the map a little bit here.
Please, advantage, please.
Yep.
I'm desperately reading a sheet to see if there's anything else that will help.
How many feet? Because you didn't move Nurax's Celestian. We're still the same place.
I know. I'm gonna move them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. No, you're good. I'm gonna move them.
No.
All right. What'd you get?
Massive list of feats and stuff, and there's nothing
it
there
is.
that will help.
Yeah, I don't know that there's anything.
Okay. Wait.
Yep.
No. No.
What'd she get?
17.
17 does it. That is the DC.
If she didn't get it this round, I would have used my potion roll next round. If
I thought it was 18, but that's fine.
No, it's 17.
She only got a +1. I was hoping.
No. You're okay. It's 17. 17 wisdom save. Yep. So she shakes it off, is way out past the canyon and everything else, but is now awake.
Okay.
Woo! Alright, so that's Sid's turn. EIlissia.
Oh god.
I'm still in range.
That is nuts to me. Oh my gosh.
Chain lightning
Ah!
to the big one, and then all of the three. There are only 3 left, so 3 bolts out.
Okay. Oh, I knew it. Alright. Dex save.
That's a dex save.
Okay. That's hilarious because that thing is not dexterous. What's your DC?
My DC is 17.
Okay. The Myconid closest to Ulrin fails and dies instantly. Just lights up like a Christmas tree and turns into a crispy critter.
43 points of lightning damage for everyone who doesn't. I rolled so many ones.
Holy shit.
Holy shit!
Level!
Woohoo! Okay, the Myconid up on the cliff fails and also turns into a crispy critter. The Myconid behind the Jukenradder gets a 10, fails. Just barely enough hit points for that thing to go down. Jesus. And the big one, with a -3 on its dex, rolled a 2.
Yeah, because the only way that would get it was
Yeah.
if it rolled a natural 20.
Yep. Nope. So, it's going to take the damage.
43 points.
It is not happy about that.
I hope not.
You are a beast. Oh my god. The
We
lightning
talked about
bolts
this earlier.
shoot down the canyon from EIlissia's hands, and when the spell releases, everyone, it doesn't matter how far you are, you can smell seawater coming off of her spell. Yes.
You said next spell I cast.
Yep. I was getting to that.
I just remembered.
No, it's okay. No, I had it. I was getting there. And you watch her just like, imagine Storm from the X-Men just light up this entire canyon. And then you are going to take some psychic feedback damage.
Hit me.
From this spell. It's not a lot. So it is 15 points of psychic damage. It's not terrible.
No.
So you get hit with that, and just as the spell finishes and leaves your body, you instantly feel like you just got hit in the head. Alright. This thing is alive, but not happy. Okay. Do you want to move? Do you want to move? Okay.
I'm gonna move my 35 feet to get back on the map soon.
You know,
well, not now.
Chris, but... I love how much your cat just adores you.
Yeah.
I love you so much.
It's only when I'm playing.
Of course.
On my computer. Too.
You're supposed to be paying attention to me.
Attention?
Yeah.
Attention.
Why aren't you petting me? All right. So EIlissia has moved, and this thing is getting crispy. All right. Speaking of it, it is going to move forward and attack at advantage on Ulrin. And just bring its claws down on your head again. That is a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And I think that misses. That's a 17.
Yeah, that misses.
And I need you to make a strength save, please. Again.
Yay.
As it tries to make you go prone. So that is 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
10.
That you go prone again. So you are prone. And it just like punches you in the gut and smashes you into that same cliff that it threw you into. And then you slump forward and land on the ground, prone.
Yay.
And it is going to move past you over to Hazel. All right, Neuraxis.
Yep.
Everyone is free of the song, so.
I'm back on the map. Yeah.
Yay! Oh my god, this map is crazy.
And yeah, why not? This thing is a. How tall is this? Wait, no,
It is over 20 feet tall.
Actually, I can not accidentally catch anyone in a fireball. That's fine. Just like drags the blade of the axe like the back of his the armor that's over all the crazy scroll work and stuff to get sparks and just flings at it.
Yes.
At it's 5th level because I don't get a choice.
Right.
So DC 15 dexterity save.
Motherfucker. All right, and I will give you the same thing kind of happens to you that happened to EIlissia. You fire off the spell without problem, but then you get this like psychic feedback.
Yep.
So I'll give you that. That is 10 points of psychic damage. And it's a dex save, right?
Yep.
Hilarious. Oh, 16.
Ah, that's a success.
Okay. Even with its negative 3, it was a natural 19.
So half of 42. 21.
21. Okay. Oof. It's getting down there. It's been charred and hit, and pieces of it are starting to fall off, and you see the pearl, this orb in the middle of its head, kind of starting to flicker. 21. Okay. Yeah, it's looking bad.
No, there's no good bonus actions. That'll do.
That'll do. Okay. Ulrin, you're prone. But you're not stunned, so...
Yep, I will use half my movement to stand up.
Alright.
And then move like 5 feet to get a right up.
Mm-hmm.
And I will hit him with my hammer.
Smash. Okay.
Eleven.
11 misses, unfortunately. You just can't get purchase on its body. There's this almost bark-like exterior to it, and you can't break through with that hit.
Alright, and then I'm going to move my anvil over here.
Anvil. Okay.
And hit him with that.
Alright. Smash.
Smash.
Smash. Oh no.
1.
That's a natural 1. Yeah, and the anvil just... there's no real consequence that I can give you for that. It's a frickin' spiritual weapon, but it just misses completely. If there'd been an ally nearby, we might have deflected the hit, but...
I'm too... Hazel is too far.
Okay. Okay, do you want to do anything else? You still have movement?
No, that's all I got.
Okay. Aura's out. There are no more little guys. They're all dead. Hazel's next.
Still, well, let's just do the same thing. It's worked fine so far.
Okay.
I think. So 2 more hits with the Hunter's Fury.
She has sharpshooter, right? Because otherwise she'd be at disadvantage with range.
I can't see sharpshooter on her thing.
She would have to move.
She can move. I am just thinking that this thing is so large that if you aim for the head, it's gonna be...
It's still considered a ranged weapon, so...
Then
yeah.
we're moving.
Okay, it is gonna try to smack at her when she moves. So that is a 29 to hit. Oop, pencil.
29?
29.
That hits.
Yep, I'd hope so. She needs to make a strength save as it hits her. And it's 12 points of bludgeoning damage with just like the backside of the claw.
11?
Nope, she goes prone. She still technically could use the last of her, most of the last of her movement to stand back up.
Yeah, she could.
Yeah.
So I think she's gonna do that,
Okay. And then fire. Yeah.
Just have to change the hit points.
Buttons.
Yeah, and then okay, so 20 to hit.
That'll hit
on the first one because I rolled earlier.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
That's 17.
Okay.
Points.
Okay.
And then hitting again.
Okay.
15
does not hit, unfortunately. The shot goes wide. She's still a little stunned from getting smashed by this thing's claw. And that second shot just goes wide enough and passes right by its like trunk-like body.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that everything for her?
That's everything.
All right. Sid is way out here. Just to anyone watching, she's all the way out here. Woo.
Right, let's... Well, 30 feet. There. What is the range on there? Spells. So many spells. About 150 feet. I think that will reach. I need to zoom out. Yep, that'll reach. Okay. So... Storm Sphere at level.
Oh my goodness. Alright.
Da, da, da.
Holy shit. Okay. Yep.
And conveniently, this thing is quite large. So.
It is. Okay.
So, lots of things happen.
Yep.
So the 20-foot radius sphere brings into existence, which luckily is contained within this thing. And then each creature in the sphere when it appears or that ends its turn that succeed on strength.
Okay. Strength save. What's Sid's DC?
16.
16. All right. That is a math 20, dirty 20. Dirty 20.
It doesn't say anything about taking half, so I assume
it doesn't. Yeah.
But conveniently, the space is difficult terrain, and until the spell ends, bonus action to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the sphere towards one other creature within 60 feet.
Okay.
So, use a bonus action to throw lightning at them.
Lightning. And she gets a bonus to lightning, so...
Yep, and it's a ranged spell attack.
Yep.
Oh, and you have advantage if the target is in the sphere.
Yep. So, advantage on the melee spell attack. Range spell attack. Same thing.
Yeah, range. She's got a +8. 25.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
And then I've got to read all the things that it says about.
So she gets, she gets 4d6 off the spell.
Yes. I'll do that now.
And then, so do that. Because, I mean, you're not going to kill it with just that damage, but it's down there. Okay.
That's 12.
12, okay.
Actually, it might not be. There are so many things.
I know. I swear it's something like an extra 2d8 or something. I just don't remember.
No, that's within 10 feet of me. Oh, so much lightning. You ignore resistance if it has any, and when you damage, you can treat any one as a 2. So
okay.
that's actually 13, and then
13. Okay.
There's nothing close enough to do the whip the extra little bit of magic on. So.
Right. Okay. Okay. It looks bad. It looks bad. That's...
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I found the other thing. She flies 10 feet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So and that storm sphere is just, it's right in your face, Ulrin, but it's also focused and contained on the Jukenrotter. And you're getting kind of tossed around by it a little bit, but you're not losing your footing. You can feel the ozone coming off of it. It's like she created this little biome of storm just right on top of this thing's head. Ah! All right, so she flies forward. EIlissia.
Now that I can't do that, the blasting anymore, let's do something else. We are gonna use
Your favorite?
the old classic. I just need to check that I'm actually in your range.
Yeah, I think you
because
are.
I might not be. I am not.
Oh, no, okay.
I need to move.
It's a 60-foot range.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna move right to the edge of the map.
Yeah.
Finally!
Hey, there we go.
So now I'm in range.
Okay.
The
Perfect.
old classic. But as usual, we're gonna use it a higher spell slot and
Well,
use
of
cast it at
course.
level 5, of course.
5, alright.
5. So that's a wisdom save.
Okay.
Only 19 points.
Yeah, no,
No,
it's a 9. It doesn't.
9. Yep. Then it's
What's the...
they got separate, so it's math. That's 30 points of psychic damage.
How do you want to do this?
I wanted to like fall down almost,
Okay.
if like from the pain, or
Okay.
and not
On
give out
Ulrin?
any more spores.
Okay.
Not on Ulrin, the opposite
It-
way.
You watch
Like-
it actually, like, sink to its knees,
Yeah, kind of.
and then the arms, the giant claws dig into the earth, and it brings its head up weakly once, and the pearl in its head just boom, boom, and goes out, and it falls face forward into the canyon floor. I'm assuming Sid kind of like runs over.
Yeah.
Map got out of control. And it is dead.
Yeesh.
You do hear after a few seconds, you hear Aura. Huh? What happened? Was there a thing? Was there a fight? What happened?
It's taken care of. You can come out now.
Yeah, he's... All I remember is... I think I fell asleep. The myconoids have slumber spores that they shoot out. Sorry about that. Whoa, that thing's big! Holy shit.
Yes. Yes, it is.
He says, wait a second, hold on. Yeah, he knows what it is. It's a... Holy shit, I can't believe everyone's alive. Is everyone okay?
Think so.
Yeah,
I mean, fairly? Yeah.
Okay.
clearly.
I forgot to give you all the better description of this thing, but it actually had, like, with the mushroom spores along it, and you watch those just kind of wither and die off and rot, and it had little tiny purple flowers on it too, but they were like a sickly looking purple, and those also just crumble into black ichor and ash. And this says you can actually if someone wants it, that the eye in its head is actually really valuable.
It's just like hefts the axe and starts like going up to the face. It's
Okay.
Like, okay.
It's the size of a basketball. This thing. You get closer to it, and the smell of rot is just pervasive. Okay, so it requires a nature check to try to DI this thing.
Ooh.
You can have Hazel help if you want to lend advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say have Hazel do it or help you?
Or Hazel could do it.
Do you want? Yeah, I'll hold the basketball and you slice.
So with advantage, then with Neuraxis's help, and Aura's kind of also telling you what to do.
Yeah.
Don't cut there because then it'll shoot more spores out. Cut here, so take advantage. It lowers the DC.
18.
18 will do it. Yeah. It actually kind of it's and she looks at you and she goes, "It's actually sticky." And she holds it out to you, Neuraxis. It's huge in her hands because it's the size of a basketball.
Just palms it like,
yeah.
like an NBA player. Just...
And Aura goes, "Just don't." You can do one of two things with it. You can either eat it. In tandem, just the pullback was great. But that's partially why it's sought after. You can eat it, and it's supposed to bring you good luck for a little while, because it has foresight on. So this thing, it's interesting in the story behind this creature, because it's technically like a pearl of insight. This thing that's in its head, which is why it had such a high plus to its damage and attacks. It doesn't lend advantage necessarily, but so he says you can eat it and it'll give you luck for a little while and then it fades, or you could well, you can replace your eye with it. Well, and you do that, it shrinks down to yeah. Or it goes, I wouldn't do that too much because it wants a home. So don't maybe tempt it.
What does it do? What? So if it's sticking in my head, it does what? Huh?
It'll take over one of your eyes, and then it's supposed to lend you permanent good luck. I wouldn't recommend it.
I have.
I wouldn't recommend it. It also I've heard stories that it can drive you mad after a while.
Nope. Waits for the downside.
You can see him, he's like racking his brain trying to remember the stories he's heard about these creatures. He says also, it has a twin. They're twinned creatures. No, the creature. So was anyone like enchanted by it, or just a bunch of hands go up?
the snapping and the stomping, yes.
So when it does that, from my understanding, it commands you to go to its twin. There's always one twin that like is rooted in a spot, and there's one twin that roams, and the one that's rooted eats the things that come to it.
Oh, it's gonna be hungry, I guess.
Yep.
So just so you know, if we run across the twin, it might be a little pissed.
Just like opens it, like the tinder box. And just, the eye.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. So you now have for your inventory, you have a Jukenrotter Pearl of Wisdom. Yeah. He says, but that thing, if you trade it while you're down here, you would get a lot of money for it. Just giving you options. Because I feel really bad that I fell asleep. Sorry about that. I hate these things. We should probably rest. Probably a good idea.
Finish our rest. Yeah.
All right, so you have to take a little bit extra time to finish the rest, but you do manage to get your full hit points and all your spells back and your abilities, so you can restore all of that. For the sake of expediency, because we have missed a few games and I want to try to get us back on track, the Steeders always come back in the morning. You do eventually make your way to the outskirts of Stoneshaft Hold. You can see that it is a large fortress on a cliff all by itself. And you're enough out. You're kind of scouting ahead. Hazel, would occasionally take her steeder out and kind of scout ahead and report back. And after about a week, you do manage to make your way to the outskirts of Stoneshaft Hold. And Aura just sighs and says, "Okay, so I really, really hope she's here and he's here and I can get my brother and my niece back and we can finish this. But, you all are gonna go in with me, right?"
Sure, we need to rest somewhere, and this is as good a place as any.
Yeah, it looks abandoned. So I'm hoping that maybe they just take up, shelter in there. But I don't see any of the dwarves. So hopefully someone's here.
Sure, let's assume.
Okay, so I guess we'll camp and then go. Maybe we can keep an eye on it for a little while, because I don't want us to get caught unawares if there is something here. So I think that'll be the plan moving forward. All right, so you all will camp and keep an eye on the hold over the course of a night. And we will pick back up here in a couple of weeks. I don't even have the next date yet because I lost track of myself. I'll find it. It'll be on Twitter, I promise. We'll figure it out. So thank you all for joining us. Don't forget that we're playing for the Rainforest Alliance. You can go to rainforest-alliance.org and see the good work that they do there. If you can donate, that's fabulous. If not, we totally understand. Everyone's in different places in their lives, and money is weird and a horrible thing a lot of the time, and it's not fun. If you can retweet, if you can just go and read up on the things that they're doing, if you can find another way to support them, we really appreciate it. We have 2 more games today, and that will end the 3-day weekend of charity streams. So at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, our friends at Clara Fantasia and Biba from the Frostwalkers are going to be on here. We will be putting that up on stream for you. So they're going to do a special one-shot, and then I am running one more game tonight. It'll be a 5e one-shot called The Pride of the Mushroom Queen.
I see a theme.
Wow.
And there's a theme, yes. And that will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, and we have 5 players in that game, and that will end the stream. So thank you all very, very much. We greatly appreciate it, and we will see you all very soon. Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.